On Pro Football Talk, which is actually a very good website. If you guys don't go to that, NBC Sports is slowly building a little.
They're doing good.
They're doing good things. But I read this, and let me preface by saying, I do not like this.
Well, if you don't like it, I'm going to hate it.
Exactly. Okay. So this is not me going, ha-ha. I think this is stupid. It says, Brad Childress will not call plays in Cleveland. The article's not long, so I'm just going to read it to you.
Go for it. Let's just read it.
Greg Rosenthal.
Let's just
one of their
do
NFL
that.
people. I'm going to try to read as nice as I can. We don't know who will take snaps at quarterback for the Browns next year. We do know who will call the plays. The same guy that called them last year. Pat Shurmur said today that he will remain the team's play caller, while new offensive coordinator Brad Childress will assist Shurmur on game days and in the booth. Play calling ability is probably an overrated skill in the NFL, and Shurmur understandably doesn't. This is what this guy's saying. This is what Rosenthal's saying. Play calling ability is probably an overrated skill in the NFL, and Shurmur understandably doesn't want to give up one of the most fun parts of his job. That's only a problem of a head coach that also calls plays struggles in game management on Sundays. It's hard to evaluate Shurmur's rookie season, but we can say without question that he struggled with clock and game management aspects of his job. While we're talking Browns offense, we also want to pass along Childress' message about RG3. Childress was asked if Griffin could run the West Coast offense. He said, "Don't think you hesitate if you think he's the guy you're looking for." Stupid. But Childress will be assisting Shurmur and in the booth, apparently, to help manage like game situations. And
he won't even be on the field?
When to take time. Well, if I'm reading this right, I'll read it again. I'll read that again to you. Brad Childress
I got to cue this up.
Yeah, I'll read it again. Pat Shurmur said Wednesday that he will remain the team's play caller, while new offensive coordinator Brad Childress will assist Shurmur on game days in the booth. Now, does that mean some teams have this, Ryan? They have a guy they hire that is just there to tell you when to take that time out, when to challenge, game manage for coaches. Jim Tressel was kind of that for the Colts last year. So, there you go. Although he is offensive coordinator in name, they're going to do things like Belichick does. Shurmur will call the plays. He will assist. He'll help put the game plan together. He will be the manager as far as like Childress will assist him like when to call the timeout, management of the clock, things along those lines. But when it comes down to flat out play calling, it's the Shurmur Show 2.0.
I know. Give me a second.
And let me tell you, I agree with you. I know what you're going to say, but I think that is stupid. Why did you bring him in?
I was just going to say, if your coach needs help to manage a game.
Well, some coaches do. Now, I'm not playing, because this is stupid. Don't let me, because this is stupid. But there are, and they've said, there are NFL teams that have coaches that their job is to manage the head coach and tell them when to challenge, when to manage the clock, and when to call timeouts. There are teams that have people that just
Are they called offensive coordinators?
No, they kind of hide them on the staff, so like you don't know that's what their job is. Like
assistant head coach.
They give them like stupid name. Like you'll never know who they are. You won't even know they exist because it kind of undermines. But there are head coaches in the NFL that have guys that do that, and their job is to be in their ear, be like, hey, you need a timeout here. Hey, challenge that. Hey. So that does happen in the NFL. They keep it quiet because then people have good discussions like this.
I'm so unexcited for that. It's unbelievable.
I'm just telling you.
I don't understand. I'm listening. Okay, I get it.
You know I'm not stirring the pot today.
No, I know you're not. I'm actually so depressed of hearing that I can't even be mad and yell. Why? Listen, the guy, Pat Shurmur, our coach,
right,
who was at the Browns game, the Cavs game last night. Yeah, I guess. I think he was in figure, but he was at the Cavs game, and he should have took some lessons from Byron Scott. But why are we letting a guy continue to call plays who scored one more point than the '99 expansion team? Why? What is? Hold on.
You're fine. You're fine.
I know, but
this is not a battle. This is not a battle.
I know, but I just like to respond to the article.
Okay.
Why, when you call a skill an overrated skill, well, you can call it overrated, but when the guy can't do it, it becomes an issue. And I thought we were bringing in an offensive coordinator so Pat Shurmur could be more of a game manager.
I'll go back to Greg Rosenthal's article. He said play calling ability is probably an overrated skill in the NFL. But he says that's only a problem if a head coach also struggles in game management on Sundays, which we all can agree.
He does.
More than his play calling, his game management seemed to be a problem. To me.
I will say that his game management was very depressing.
Right. So, by doing that, it seems like from this article, which isn't a very long one, it's on Pro Football Talk. It's written by Greg Rosenthal, their NFL expert there. Brad Childress will assist Shurmur on game days in the booth.
Why do we continuously make mistakes? I want to know why there is always a mistake made.
I'm just reading the article.